Morning, everyone. This is Daria Triner, and heading home now. Just left Tombstone. It is about 1:45 in the morning, and after a few days off now, I was able to see as much as I could in Arizona. Now it's time to go home. Uh, yeah, except this time, instead of me taking the route where I came in through Flagstaff, decided to go through Vegas instead because I don't like the roads when you go through Flagstaff. There's too much canyon. The roads there suck. A lot of canyon up there. A lot of uphills, downhills. The roads are pretty rough, and I feel more comfortable driving on the interstate. But yeah, I mean it's just I have to say Arizona was it was pretty great. I try to get as much done as I possibly can, see as much as I possibly can in the short amount of time. But I also want to be able to have at least one day of just staying at the motel, and just chilling. Because I mean, you get pretty tired of driving, especially here. Especially now that it's already starting to warm up a little bit. It's getting pretty hot. Like yesterday, it was already like in the low 80s already. So yeah, it's getting hot already. But I checked the weather, how it is over there, and back home, and it's in the upper 50s. We're talking like a 30-degree difference. I'm over here wearing shorts, and when I go back home, I'm probably gonna still have to wear my sweatpants and sweater because it's still a little chilly. But at least there's no snow. Yeah, I have to say, it was pretty fun. Tombstone. Even though it's a small town, but it's a small town with a lot of history. But the thing I find it weird is that their history is, how do you say, there's a lot of things about Tombstone that have not been documented. I guess you can say like most of their history was just word of mouth. Like information that had been passed on from generation to generation. So there's a lot of historical context about Tombstone that's missing, and that was never fully documented, which I thought it was interesting. Like I don't know if anyone has ever seen the movie Tombstone. They said that was really inaccurate, but I don't know if they ever mentioned that Wyatt Earp was married 3 times. But yeah, I was able to see Tombstone, and took a few drives, detours to Bisbee. Bisbee was actually a very nice city, small town, very hippie like. A lot of arts. It's mostly like a lot of like artsy, town. Very hippie-ish. And what I liked about it is that it was like Like everything's like on a hill, you know, like all the houses and everything. It's like on a hill, you know, like up like in the up in the hills, mountains or whatever. It's also pretty. I liked it. Also, I was able to go down to Sedona. Very, very beautiful. I fell in love with Sedona. Absolutely gorgeous town. Beautiful, beautiful town. Beautiful views. The scenery is just to die for. But I was able to go on one of those. I guess they offer like Jeep tours. Those tours actually, you know, shout out to you know, Pink Jeep Tours. I think that's the name of their company. So you know they have like these pink Jeeps, right? And they take you like on different tours. Some of them they take you to the Grand Canyon. Others they take you up to like the scenic routes to do hiking. Depends on the depends what kind of tour you want to take is how much they charge you. Um, a lot of them like took them up to like where the rocks are, like Red Rock and Cathedral Hill and Bell Rock View. Um, yeah, I was able to take like a 3 hour tour, and you know they would take us around the city, and they would take us up to this to the area, um, up to Cathedral Hill. I was able to see Holy Cross Church that's up there. Um, very very pretty. Yeah, and when I got there, it was also starting to get a little warm too. It was already like in the upper 80s. But yeah, absolutely beautiful town. So no wonder they get. I understand now that the tour guide said that they get at least like 5 million visitors a year. Well, mostly I think a lot of people go because you know they like to do you know the hiking. A lot of people like to hike up there. But yeah, I mean it was a absolutely gorgeous city. I was also able to visit the Grand Canyon on the south rim. But yeah, I mean yeah, it's already it was there was already a lot of people there by the time I got there. So like if anybody ever wants to visit Arizona, you know, take a little vacation down here in Arizona. My best advice is to come in April. Not as busy yet as it is in the summer. But yeah, today I just chilled out at the hotel room, and I got a lot of sleep. But you know, I mean, last night I was trying to get some sleep, but I think because I kept napping off and on all day yesterday. For some reason, I just couldn't get like a good night's sleep. I was pretty much worried about, you know, the trip back home. But, now it's fun. It's fun. Would love to come back someday. But now it's time to go home. I'll be going through Vegas instead of Flagstaff. Feel much safer driving through, all freeways, through the interstate instead of, back roads, because the roads going through Flagstaff, the route that I came through, I didn't really like that road. A lot of canyons, a lot of uphills, downhills, curves. And the roads are pretty rough. No wonder I keep seeing like pieces of, tires, all over the place. I have to say, the roads here, they suck. Not good roads. They're not smooth. I have to say, congrats to the winners. I mean, god damn it. I mean, had I not cashed out early, I would have nailed my first parlay. My very, very first parlay. We're talking 8. But shout out to Zach. But I don't know. I don't have good luck betting. I mean, I've tried. I've tried. Try to hit. Like at least 3, 4, 5 team parlay. I can't do it. It's never come through. There's always one team that fucks it up, and you missed out on whether it's $800 or $1,000. I would have won $1,000 yesterday. Bet on eight. I put a 8-tier parlay. Every single one of them came through, but I cashed out because I had gone for the Phillies to win against the Atlanta Braves. It was just mostly baseball. And I was so nervous when I saw that they were down, and every single one of them came through. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk, me, you know, that team not coming in for me. So I ended up cashing out. I cashed out like at 575, even though I would have won 1,000. But god damn it, I wish I would have at least stuck it up. I mean, it was only $5. I only bet $5, but hey, $5 would have won me $1,000. But yeah, congrats to the winners. Had I not cashed out earlier, it would have been $1,000 instead of $575. Would have hit my very, very first parlay. Would have posted it up on Twitter and said, yeah, congrats to the winners. My first parlay. Yeah, we're going home with some money. Um, I guess the Aaron Judge home run didn't come through yesterday on the 99th day of the year, and of course he wears the jersey number 99. I think it would have been too obvious. Fuck. God damn it. But yeah, I don't. But again, I mean, in Arizona, it's legal to gamble, but I suppose in Utah it's not. So it's not like I can bet. I can just get on, DraftKings or FanDuel and just, put a few bucks down on the games. I can't, it's legal. But yeah, that's the winners. Assuming everybody's probably asleep now. But yeah, I wish I wouldn't have cashed out. Now I'm bummed about it. Had I just stuck it out, I would have nailed my first parlay, 8-tier parlay. And again, shout out to Zach. No matter what, sports gematria or whatever everybody else said, yesterday was a great day in baseball. Absolutely great day. Yankees came through, Pirates came through, Twins came through, um, Phillies came through. I think I forgot like 3 more teams. Can't remember. I'm trying to pay attention to the road. But yeah, congrats to the winners. It was a great day yesterday. I'm pretty sure it'll be a long time before I hit another parlay. Uh, yeah, as long as it was actually pretty fun. It's starting to get hot, but it's fun. Now we are heading towards Vegas. Not to gamble, but I have to pass through Vegas. I have to say, driving next to these semis actually make me nervous. Half of the time you're wondering, okay, are these guys like half asleep or something? Because sometimes you see them like swerving all over the place. I cannot drive. I have to pass these damn semis. But yeah, just past Tucson. I'm on my way to Phoenix. Yeah, advice, always drive at night because I think it was on Tuesday morning. I was going on my way to Sedona, and by 4:30 in the morning, there was so much traffic already going into Phoenix. I mean, we're talking at least 30 miles before you get to Phoenix. There was already, rush hour traffic. And I'm like, it's 4:30 in the morning, people. I mean, normally I don't see that kind of traffic in Salt Lake unless it's like 5 or even 6 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I know. Damn it. But yeah, there was so much damn traffic going into Phoenix. We're talking 30 miles before you even get there. And in all multiple directions. At 4:30 in the morning. That's why I had to leave, before 1 a.m. By the time I pass Phoenix, it'll be long. I'll be at least 3 o'clock, 3:30, maybe 4 in the morning. My goodness. And don't even get me started, on the way back from Sedona. I left Sedona, I was almost like, I think it was like almost 3 o'clock. On the way back, it was even worse. You can at least say, well, there's like a lot of construction going on, but there's hardly any construction going on. There was just so much damn traffic, especially especially like, when it's hot. Imagine being stuck in traffic. Whether you're going into Phoenix or you're leaving Phoenix, and it's 100 degrees. I mean, no wonder people's cars like overheat and stuff. That's one thing I noticed. I noticed a lot of people like they turn off their cars. Like they do not let their cars running at all. Like they'll shut off their cars and then they'll turn them back on because their car overheats. I was even too scared to even turn on my air conditioner. Like, no, last thing I want is for the car to overheat or something. But let's see if at least I can make it to Vegas without any car trouble. I get a little nervous, you know. I don't think I can see the chat.